All right, what's going on, everybody? Ton of momentum coming back into the market today, but I missed, most of it. I'm getting to that in a minute. Um, Something a little bit different today. Looking at all of the future indices, um, you see the Nasdaq, the S&P, and the Dow. They're mostly they're basically trading bullish, almost identical, especially the Nasdaq and the S&P, except for the Russell. I posted this in Twitter earlier. It was looking, it was started out the morning trading to the downside, and I was wondering, even though we had this strong bullish move from the open, um, I was wondering if it could, pull the rest of the market down, or be because usually the Russell leads the way. So I was waiting to see, if the other indices would follow the lead of the Russell. But what it looks like is so far, um, the rest of the market, after we had that nice little bullish pop in the open. Let me bring up 5 minute charts. After we had that nice little bullish run in the open, um, the rest of the market was kind of, just hanging out sideways. And of course, I'm watching the Nasdaq, and this we were really choppy for about a little bit, probably about 2 hours. Let's see, or about an hour and a half. Things were really choppy, kind of like it was waiting for the Russell to catch up, and then once we had that pop on the Russell, now we're having a continuation of the earlier bullish pop. So looking at the Nasdaq, coming into the daily, you see we had this little pullback here, and now we're this little retest, and um, we have this like a flag pattern, pop into the bullish side, to the long side. Um, Depending on how the rest of the day turns out, we could. This definitely looks like we could continue trading bullish. Of course, I don't think that I don't think it'll be a strong bullish move. I think if we do continue trading bullish, we slowly climb higher. Matter of fact, let me bring up the continuous chart. All right, there we go. All right, so you see we just broke that trend line that I just drew. It'll be interesting to see if maybe we even have something like this. We've done this before, where in the morning it looked, strong to the bullish side, and then later on in the afternoon things rolled over, and we started, before we had this big drop. That's definitely a possibility that we can do that today. But as of right now, we're looking bullish. Looks like we could continue trading to the long side, and I think it would be more of a, if we do continue, trading bullish, we kind of have like yeah, kind of like a slow grind higher, kind of like back in this area here, back between like after May, June, July time frame. All right. However, it's definitely still possible for us to roll over. And actually, what I would like to happen is at some point, we roll over, trade down here, retest this area here, maybe even go here, because if it does happen, it'll happen quickly, and it'll give a lot of good opportunities intraday, and it'll be I think that give we'll have more momentum. We usually have more momentum to the downside than to the long side. And like I said before, I think if we start trading bullish here, then it'll be like a slow grind higher, which that's the typical price action for the Nasdaq anyway. Or there's the third option that we can kind of come here, roll over, and we could trade sideways for a while. So far it's been an interesting day. I'm getting into the trades that I took. I took 2 trades. I took a screenshot of because I still got the Sierra chart open on my PC. So I just took a screenshot of my PL for today. I'm red $95. you know. So let me see. All right, so let me bring up the 4-minute. Okay, we on the 4-minute. So at the open, got to come to the current date. There we go. Oops. All right. So at the open, you know, I had because of my 5-minute rule, you know, I missed all of this. You know, so I was waiting for some kind of pullback or a consolidation, and this was an opportunity here, but it would have been. I didn't get I didn't really get a signal, a proper signal here, so I could have taken it just reading price action. I was looking at it, but I decided not to take it. But you see, I could have took that, and I would have hit target up there. So I just waited for the next opportunity. And once we started pulling back, this is a pretty strong rollback. So I didn't think that, you know, it would immediately pop back to the long side. So, you know, I was waiting for, and, you know, through all this chop. And then I caught this area here. You know, I felt like we had some good support here. So I took this trade here, ended up getting a scalp from it. Actually, I took another one before that. In fact, let me bring that up. Where was that? Okay. All right. So okay. Before that, I actually placed a, you know, more of a aggressive. I had a more of a aggressive entry because I got a signal, and I went ahead and placed the order. So I got filled in, like around here, and you know it filled me. It hit my entry, and then immediately, you know, popped back lower, and it ended up stopping me out. So I just waited for the next opportunity because, you know, once we were trading sideways, I saw some good support down here, placed the order here, and it popped up, and I got out for a scalp. So, and then I didn't, you know, the market was chopping around a lot here. I didn't see any opportunities. I paper traded it just because I didn't believe it was gonna, you know, go higher at the time, and most all of those paper trades that I took ended up being losers just because of the strategy that I was paper trading it with. Is, you know, kind of a 3-to-1, but a really, it's like it's a momentum strategy. So, you know, all of those ended up being being losers. So, you know, it's a good thing that I didn't keep trading with in my live account there. And, you know, and I wasn't really paying attention once we, you know, came over here. I felt like we were gonna eventually roll over and, you know, go back bearish. So, you know, I kind of stopped paying attention, and then it finally came up out of this consolidation. You know, like the since we were trading sideways so long, the pressure was building, and we finally popped out to the bullish side. And, you know, then we came up to this area. It looks like it could have been a double top. But as we, you know, in hindsight, you see that we had another pop. So how far this thing can go to the long side, you know, we of course we don't know. Right now, it looks like we could get another pullback. I'm seeing a little resistance up here. So more than likely, yeah, I'm pretty much done for today, and we can get back at it tomorrow. So that does it for today's mid-market recap, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Deuces.